Well, it is Friday evening, Friday night, and getting ready to wrap things up for the week and pack up. So, thought I'd do a little bit of end of trip review of our gear and just kind of show off some of the equipment and some of the tips and tricks and things that we used, and kind of show how we got all of our stuff around everywhere. So, as for starters, these are my stoves that I brought. I brought my jet boil, and that's my jet boil. We've used 2 bottles of fuel. That one's nearly empty. That one's very close to empty. So we almost killed both of those off. Might just run them out of fuel in the morning, just to empty them completely. We bought this stove, brand new for this trip. This is the Optimus Flux, and it's been an awesome little stove. The cool thing about it is it folds down like that, and it comes off, fits in a tiny little pouch that goes in my so that's been a pretty cool little piece of gear. So our boats, got one tied off to a log, these two, and then we also brought them up above the high water line, the high tide line, so you can see the change where it got wet. So yeah, we did really good at aiming high tide when we carry our boats up, because we brought them up when the tide was low. At low tide, we brought them up this high and set them down and didn't need to move them. And so we just used the debris on the beach. So you can see this plant debris that gets washed up to the last high tide point. So we use that as our gauge. So this is the dromedary. The reason I think it's built tougher is that the material feels thicker, pretty hardy, and then the seams are really wide, good half, 3/4 of an inch. No complaints about the Water Cell X. It's been a very sturdy bladder. The welding seams are quarter inch, so not nearly as big. But again, it holds more water in roughly the same amount of space, which is pretty slick. It's got these nice handles, so I can hang it, and here's how we fill it up. So Sawmill Creek, we pumped water. We had full Nalgene bottles and bladders, so we could carry 6 liters plus 4 liters in the bladders, and then 2 liters of Nalgene bottles each. So we had a total of 12 liters each of us in each of our boats. And we've been drinking about 6 liters a day, but for total between the two of us. And so with that, we made it from Sawmill Creek to Benjamin Island to Lincoln Island to here, and then out tomorrow. So that was enough water for us for 1, 2, 3, 3.5 days. So we're doing pretty good. It's nice because these islands don't have any good water sources on them. So it's been really nice not to have to filter, and the water back at Sawmill Creek is great. This is the Cedar Summit Big River 20-liter dry bag. It's really nice. It has a ripstop outer shell and waterproof on the inside. Did a great job keeping our sleeping bags dry, and it's very pliable, so it fit inside the boats well, whereas a hard PVC bag would be harder to get in. This is the Cedar Summit Aeros pillow. It's an inflatable pillow, so it packs down nicely. It's pretty comfortable. But we had 2 of these. One of them developed a bunch of holes in it and just leaked. So this was our survivor, and we brought it with us. But as you can see, once it's deflated and rolled up, it packs down really nice, about the size of a baseball when it's all said and done. This is our Thermarest Trail Pro sleeping pad. It's inflatable, 3 inches thick,
and it's really nice. The best part of it is how tightly it compresses. A fellow paddler taught me this trick. This is a trash compactor bag that I put inside the stuff sack for my sleeping pad. The trash compactor bags are pretty thick and sturdy. The sleeping pads just slides inside that and then into its own stuff sack. And it prevents me from having to get another dry bag, and it kept my pad dry for the whole week, and it was a pretty neat little trick. I was grateful for it.
That I've been doing is our meals. So our meals have all been come like this. So we put a Ziploc bag together that has all of our meals for one day. So this is Saturday. So we actually will have breakfast and lunch. So we have the bag. So I've got a small Ziploc of just paper towels. These have been great for helping us clean up. And then I've used the sealing wheel to pack stuff. So this is our milk. So I gotta make get a quart of water and put this in it, and I'll have milk. It's just like Fortitude milk. Got it from Walmart. Jana makes granola. So I measured out a couple bowls full of granola, and we threw in some coconut and cranberry raisins and walnuts in this one. So this is actually a really good mix. But yeah, you can see that sealing is really tight. It's really cool. And for lunch every day, we've been having couscous. So today we've got Mexican-inspired smoky flavored couscous. And the great thing about the couscous is that I mix it up in the morning. I put water in it, put it in the Ziploc bag, let it sit. The couscous absorbs the water, and put it back in the bags and go boating. And at lunchtime when we're ready to eat, the couscous is all good and ready to go. And we just throw in some chicken for some protein. So like couscous and chicken. And the only difference if we had a full day would be that there was a pack of hamburger helper. Alright, so I just made the couscous. So as you can see, there's water and couscous. It doesn't mix, but we'll let that sit while we do breakfast and get ready to go, and all the water should be absorbed by then, and then by lunchtime it's nice and soft and ready to eat. Alright, so another important aspect of a trip like this is going to the bathroom, doing your duty. So we tried to pee in the ocean when we can. Here there's houses across the way, so we've been referring to the trees, like there's people out going at the trees. But I'm under the impression, and I think that being in the ocean is actually the less impactful manner. And then, as far as number 2, Jana, you coming? In an effort to not leave a trace over here, we are actually packing it out. So we got these go anywhere toilet kits. So I thought I'd show you what this looks like. I had to look this up on the internet to figure out what I was getting, and I think there should be more videos of that. So when you open up this package, you get a little bag, pretty sturdy, a zipper seal. You get the main bag, you can roll that. You get a little wad of toilet paper, single ply, single squares. This stuff is effectively worthless. And a little fresh pack. And then you get the important part. You get this bag. And you open up the bag. Look down in here. It's a little bit of a deodorizer, solidifier, whatever that stuff is, a little poo powder. Alright, so I like to set it down, roll the edges outward and around just to keep them safe. It also gives a little structure to the bag. And pea powder out there, make a little mess, and there you go. Literally, that's where you go. There you go. Go there. All right, so when you're all done, you give that a few, shake it up to get the powder all spread around. Twist it up, tie in a good knot.
Squeeze the air out of it.
Squish the air out of it. Stuff it in your little travel bag. Squish the air out of that. And fill it up, and there you go. I hate finding toilet paper flowers when I'm camping in beautiful places. So we're just trying to do our part to keep this area nice for the next person. Cool.
So one of the tricks that we were given was to get these big blue IKEA bags. So we have 2 of them, and all the little bits and pieces that end up in our boat, we load up in the IKEA bag
Sunglasses
to take up to camp. And it's been really useful for unloading and reloading the boats. So we're gonna carry all our stuff down here to the water line. It's the tide is going out, so that we don't have to worry about losing any of it at this point.
So we thought it'd be fun to see how we get all of our camping gear into these 2 boats. So here we go.
That's everything. That is packing our boat.
Throw the water bottle and the electronics box behind my feet. And we'll be on the water in just a minute or 2. Well, here we are. We are back in Auke Bay. We'll be passing Indian Island.
And Auke Cape.
And Auke Cape. There's a little cove in there, a little bay with the houses. I was enjoying looking at the dock. But I'm tired. It's been a big week. It's been a fun week.
It's been an amazing week.
Super good time up here. But back in there is where we're headed. I think we still have a couple miles to get there.
Over to the left.
Over to the left, around the left side. Somewhere back in there is the harbor with our boat shop. We're just taking a break and relaxing. We still got a haul to get over there, and we've got the shipping lanes to cross.
Yay!
Yay! With the boats in the harbor. I'd love to be able to film it, but I think I'm going to be too busy paddling to be filming, so we're just going to go for it.